Welcome to our series of weekly devotionals. Today, Friday, we're wrapping up our series of devotionals on chapter 7 in the second book of Samuel, dealing with God's covenant with David. You know, as I was recovering from the coronavirus, I spent a lot of time watching Christmas movies. And one day, my wife and I think we watched like 5 straight Hallmark Christmas movies. And I noticed something that in those Hallmark Christmas movies, there are absolutely no plot twists whatsoever. It is the same exact plot in every movie. The movie ends with a happy ending. Everything works out. It's pretty much the same exact plot for 5 straight movies. I mention this because in our passage this morning, there is a bit of a plot twist, and it is found in verses 10 and 11. God says, "And I will appoint a place for my people Israel, and will plant them, so that they may live in their own place, and be disturbed no more, and evildoers shall afflict them no more, as formerly, from the time that I appointed judges over my people Israel. And I will give you rest from all your enemies. Moreover, the Lord declares to you that the Lord will make you a house." The plot twist is this. Throughout this passage, David has been expressing his desire to build a house for God. And God says, "I'll tell you what, you want to buy me a house? You want to build me a house? It's not the way it works. I'm going to build you a house." And that is the plot twist. But God is not going to build a house for David in the way that David was going to build a house for God, in the way that we normally think of a house, a place of brick and mortar or wood and glass. No, the house, the home that God is building for David is the covenant that God is making with David. That David's line, the Davidic line, the monarchy is going to continue. That King Solomon will come and kings after David. That the line will continue, the covenant will continue in that Davidic line. And as we will learn, about 1,000 years after King David, there will come along a man named Joseph from the house of David, from that Davidic line. And he will be the father to the Messiah, to Jesus, to God coming to earth in physical form, the Word made flesh in the baby born in the manger. And in this new way, God will be even more present. That covenant that God makes with God's people comes to life, that God will be present. God will dwell with us in a new and different way. And God will dwell with us so deeply, so intimately, that God will be in us, with us, through us, among us. And as God dwells with us, we too will dwell with God. And so the home that God is talking about, the house that God will build for God's people, is God, is God's presence. God's presence will be for us always a home, a place of rest, a place of respite. No matter how adrift, no matter how lost we may be, we might always find our home in God. And that is certainly a wonderful plot twist as we move through this season of Advent. We may always strive to kind of confine God and build a home for God, think that God is in particular places. But no. The story of Advent, the story of Christmas reminds us God is among us. God dwells among us always. God is all around us. God moves through us. And indeed, God provides a place of home for each of us. Wonderful news, a wonderful plot twist indeed. Amen.